Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I will be sharing another piece of content using Google Gemini with Python. Today, we will be developing a free and simple chat together. If you've never worked with Google Gemini before, I will leave a card for you to watch the first video in the Google Gemini with Python playlist. There I demonstrate how to generate an API key to use Gemini and provide a simple example to help you get familiar with it. Before we begin, I'd like to ask for your trust by giving this video a like. If you don't like the final result, you can remove it. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I encourage you to do so and enable notification, as I will be sharing more content about Gemini and the other technologies. Let's get started. I've already included some code lines used in previous examples. Here I am importing the library to use Gemini and the class to retrieve the environment variable with the Gemini API key. Now I'm configuring Gemini with the API key. To validate that everything is correct, we'll list the available generative content models to use Google Gemini. So let's create a model variable. Model equals GenAI dot generative model. Model name equals Gemini 1.5 dash flash. Okay, now let's create a chat variable. Chat equals model dot start chat with empty history, and we're going to send a message to test it. Response equals chat dot send underscore message hello. Print response dot text. Great, the Gemini chatbot is responding to our message. Let's send another message. For example, response equals chat dot send message. Tell me something funny. Print response dot text. Okay, as you can see, the Gemini chatbot is working very well. And the one cool feature in the Gemini chat is that we can see the full chat history. To do that, we print chat history. This way you can see the entire history of our conversation. Now let's improve our code. I'm going to delete this code. Let's execute our chat variable again with an empty history. Now we're going to create a send message function. Def send message user message. Response equals chat dot send message user message string equals true. Here I am using string equals true to receive the result in chunks according to what returned from the Gemini API. This gives the feeling that someone is typing. For chunk in response, print chunk dot text with and equals empty, and print a break line. We're going to test our created functions. Send message hello. Okay, send message is working. Let's create another function. Def start chatting. If len chat dot history equals 0, send message hello. while true message equal input type a message in the print and break line. Call the send message function, send the message typed of user. If the message starts with thanks, break. Okay. Now let's test our chat. Execute the chat variable again to clear the history. And call the start chat function. Okay. Great. Our chat has started. And I'm going to ask, do you know, tell me something funny? Okay, let me fix this here. Message. Okay. Do you know, tell me something funny? Perfect. Our chat responded with a funny story. And I will type thanks. Okay, our chat is finished. Another thing we can do is start our chat with a context. For that, go back to our model variable. Then add the system instruction parameter equals act as US history churro. Okay. Now our chatbot will interact as a US history churro. So let's start our chat again. You can see that our chat says, hello, what can I help you with today? Are you studying a specific period of US history? And I type, who was the first US president? Okay, the first US president was George Washington. He was considered a good president. Perfect. So I will type thanks and press enter, and our chat is finished. With Google Gemini, it's possible to check how many tokens we spend with our conversation. To do that, execute the model.count tokens, send chat history as a parameter. Okay, and we can see that this conversation used the 402 tokens. Let's see our chat history. Okay, another example we can explore is starting our chatbot with a conversation history. Imagine that you are developing a chatbot and you want to save the conversation to restart in another time. So you can use the history parameter for that. Let's go. I'm going to remove this content. We're going to add a start history variable. Start history equals, and it needs to be initialized similarly to what is returned by chat history. So Paris text complete with the next value from the sequence 1. The first message is from the user, so role user. The second message is from the model, responding to. The next one is from the user again, sending 3. And to finish, the model responding 4. Okay, and here we change the empty history to start history variable. Okay, go to start chat function and remove this content. It's no longer necessary because our chat will always have a history. Now let's start our conversation again. I will type 5. Notice that our chatbot completed with 6. I will type 10. And it responds with 11. I will type 1000. And it responds with 1001. We can see that our chatbot acts according to the standard we set for our history. Now I'm going to finish our conversation. Let's see the chat history. And that's it. Now you can create a free chatbot with the Gemini API, including with a specific context or pre-train with initial history. I hope you liked it, and I will see you in the next video.